why we talk about it. Obviously, I put a video out to get you automatically approved credit card through my Jeweler's 5,000 credit card. Made a video actually telling you what all goes into your credit. These are emphasis that I want to tell you about because credit is essential to being a successful entrepreneur, real estate investor, regardless of what the case may be, right? It's always great to have your own cash, but sometimes it's better to leverage someone else's money. So check this out, I'll show you. We're talking about credit, right? We put ourselves in position to be able to make that play using credit cards or using our credit, being able to leverage and make things so much easier on ourselves, right? So just talk about it from a perspective of private money, hard money, and then lines of credit, right? So let's talk about it. We talked about hard money just last week. When you talk about hard money loan, that's all HML is, hard money loan, or even private money. I put PML, right? Typically the terms, 2 points, that's down. And sometimes it even, that's a good down payment. You can go back and look at the video, obviously. I just want to give you a basis since if you're new here, you don't understand, right? 2 points down, or sometimes even 10%. Just depending on the lender and what you got going, right? And your experience. Right, that can be negotiable. One thing that's really not negotiable, it's always at least 12% or higher. 12% to 15%, depending on your history again. So that's interest rate, that's down payment. So we talk about down payment here, and then interest rate. So that's hard money and private money. When you get your credit in the right position, now you're able to make a different play, right? The different play is going to be able to go to the bank and get these lines of credit. Now we're talking about lines of credit. Right? And on these lines of credit, typically you can get them anywhere, especially since the interest rates just dropped. Typically you can get them anywhere from 3 to 6%. 3 to 6%. Right? That's a whole heck of a lot different. That's way different from 12 to 15, right? Lines of credit with your credit in order, you got all your docs, you qualify for the line of credit. Now you're able to go get the same money you will qualify here, but you get it at such a big difference, right? That's the difference between going into a competitive market and actually being able to buy some of those properties at 70% minus repairs. And knowing you got cheaper money costs, you can go into the exact same market, go in there instead of saying buying at 70% minus repairs, you can go do 75% minus repairs, right? Because you're saving 6% on your money, right? That's going to eat up some of your profit. That's going to eat up some of your profit. Why you got to buy it at 70% minus repairs? But now you can go to a line of credit, use that line of credit, and say that line of credit is $600,000. Now you have the ability from the bank, just based on your credit history, just based on where you set yourself up, just based on your income, right? Now you have the ability to go buy 4 homes, 5 homes, 6 homes, right? That's why credit is so important in this industry, because it changes your options and what you're able to do when you're able to do a lot more with a lot less, right? So just think about, I'm gonna go on the other side. So just think about this, come follow me here. So let's talk about new construction, right? New construction properties. And this is a big difference right here. It's going to determine how much money is coming out of your pocket. We talked about hard money. We talked about the idea of trying to scale using hard money and paying 12, 15% interest is very, very tough. Private money, on the other hand, obviously everything's negotiable. You can negotiate the terms of where they collect all their money on the back end once you sell it. That way everybody get paid at the same time. But say you got great credit, you're going in for a new construction loan or even a private money loan. I want you to compare the difference as far as monthly payments and what they look like, right? So we just talk about we're getting a construction cost of $100K. That's purchase price, and that's basically everything for hard money or new construction. Regardless, we're going to keep the numbers the same, right? So on 12% interest, 12% interest is going to equal $12K. Now that's monthly, right? So if you was to do this hard money loan and you was to build up this property and your purchase price and rehab is right at $100,000 monthly, what you're looking at is about a payment of $1,000 a month, right? Because we take that 12,000. I'm sorry, that was supposed to be 12K. We take that 12,000 divided by a year, you basically $1,000 a month. That's 12% interest. That's how you do it if you ever had a question about it. Now we talk about that same loan, 100K. Now we're at 3% interest. At 3% interest, I don't even know why I did that. It's probably going to be a multiplier at 0.03. But at 3% interest, now we're paying over a course of a year on 3% interest, we're paying $3,000. Right? So I'm breaking that down, the difference between hard money and line of credit. LOC, line of credit, right? We got a $9,000 difference. $9,000 difference here between line of credit and hard money cost, right? That is absolutely insane. So say for instance, with hard money, the way it breaks down, if I was going to be all in at 100, I'm probably going to buy this particular property for, let's just say, 80,000, right? It's 20,000 in repairs, just make things simple. $20,000 in repairs, and I bought it at 80,000. Before I do a renovation on it, I've already taken out a loan for 80,000. So I'm gonna bring it down here. I got that right there. I already took out a loan of 80,000. That's my purchase price. So that's just PP, purchase price. We use a lot of acronyms in real estate. It's just what we do. So 80K, and then rehab. Spell it out. It's 20 grand, right? So we got a purchase price and renovation of 80K, 20K, right? Now on the LOC, we're talking about new construction. I just go new construction here because who knows? I just want to evaluate and let you know a little bit different and how things play out a little bit different for you. So on lines of credit, when we're talking about new construction, we might be all in 100 grand. And this is what we're doing with our particular property. We're all in 100,000, but on that 100,000 particular property, we don't pay interest until we start spending the money. So yes, we get approved. Yes, we go in it with no down payment, but we don't start paying interest until we actually start spending the money that we actually loaned against, right? So if that first month we only use 40,000, we only pay 3% on that 40,000. So our first monthly payment, say that first month we only use 40K at 3%. I don't know what that is. I want to say that's probably like $120. If I'm not mistaken, that's $120 or something. It's something crazy, very, very minute. It's not going to be $1,200. I believe it's going to be $120, right? Now on this rehab property, we're talking about this exact same loan or even renovations on 12%. Even if it was going the same thing, new construction at this 80,000 every month, regardless if we got started doing the work or not, we've already taken out a loan for 80,000, right? So right here we got 12% times 80. That's going to be 800. 12% of 80 is going to be basically 800. Yeah, I don't know why that was hard. 800, right? That's going to be my monthly mortgage payment. Now, if we was doing the same thing, new construction 40, it'll be 400, right? So if we're in the same process, same place, and let's just go right here. Let's go $80,000 right here. Let's go $80,000 purchase price at 3% is going to be not quite 140. It's going to be 240. If I'm not mistaken, now I'm doing all these numbers in my head, but that's going to be 240. So 240 compared to 800, 120 compared to 400. Night and day difference, guys. Night and day difference. This is why we say credit is so important, because it allows you to be able to go get these lines of credit, business lines of credit. One thing that we've used in the past, and I'll probably make a video on this, shoot, on our first renovation, we went over budget. We went over budget about 15 grand. I say my first one. It was actually the first one that we actually bought, right? The first one that we actually had hard money costs. The first one that we actually had investors take a look at before we bought it, right? It wasn't the one I lost money on, but it was truly our first fix and flip, our first success. We went over a budget about 15,000. The reason we was able to survive that, because we had multiple properties out at the time, the reason we was able to survive that because we had a $10,000 credit card coming from Home Depot, right? Credit. We just leveraged that credit. Got the cost. Only thing we had to pay for was lumber, because the labor, because the materials were already paid for by swiping a credit card. That's why credit is so important, right? And it does great things when you get this big old trade line, $10,000, $15,000 on your credit. It creates a history. right? You're making those payments. It creates a history, and it allows you to be profitable, or it just allows you to be able to escape some of that fire, right? Escape some of the holes. If we had to come out of pocket 15 grand, that would hurt tremendously. Would have been able to do it? Absolutely. But it would hurt tremendously because it limits our ability to go and get the next hard money loan because the capital is no longer there, right? But when we got that credit card, we swipe the credit card to keep moving, right? That's why credit is so important when you're talking about this industry, because it can literally be the make or break you, right? It can literally make your day or it can mess up your day. So it's very, very important that you understand this information and you get your credit right while you're investing in real estate. Yeah, you can do deals with no money, but start investing in your credit, because it's literally an investment that can carry you and take you to a lot of places, right? A lot of business cards that we get right now, we always get reward points, right? We get reward points. We spend the money on the credit card and we get reward points. That's another topic for another day. But definitely credit is where it's at when you're talking about this real estate business, because it can truly take you to the next level and what you have to offer. So make sure you get your credit right. I just wanted to break down some of the fees that's associated with having your credit in the right spot and not having your credit in the right spot. Hey, if you watched this video up until this point, thank you for checking in. My name is Jordan Aubrey. If you don't know me, I'm a real estate investor. I've been investing in real estate for about 4 or 5 years. So if you're interested in anything real estate investing, wholesaling, credit, entrepreneurship, definitely go in and hit that subscribe button, turn on those notification bell. That way you get these gems whenever we drop them, and I want to hear back from you. So make sure you drop a comment below if you got any questions about this, if you can correct my math. If I did anything wrong, let me know, but ultimately I'm here to help you guys out. So thank you for watching again, and hey, look forward to seeing you. Hey, until then, keep winning.